Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and in today's video I'm going to walk you through how to build Raphael in Raid Shadow Legends if, like me, you just got yours today for CVC after the Deck of Fate, saved up the fragments, summoned him in, and great, we tested him during my CVC stream. I've changed him a small bit since then. I don't have quite the perfect build and we don't have a blessing for him yet, but I will walk you through and I don't have a relic for him at the moment either, but I will walk you through everything you need to know. I'll even show you a couple of sample teams, but all the key things you need to know to build this champion. But as we're speaking about collecting cool characters, have you heard about Marvel Strike Force? It is a free-to-play, squad-based RPG, and you can find the link to download in the description down below or by scanning the QR code that is on the screen. Of course, big shout out to them for sponsoring this part of the video. And you might have guessed it, it's in the name, but yes, Marvel. It is that Marvel. And this game is all about collecting your favorite superheroes and super villains. So for example, you could collect characters like Iron Man, Wolverine, or Venom to build your teams and then take on universe threat levels like Doctor Doom and Apocalypse. And the goal of the game is to collect your favorite characters, level them up, gear them up, and then take on a ton of game modes from campaign to alliance wars to arena and more. And as a new player, there are 17 total characters that you can unlock within the first 30 days, including Spider-Man, Thor, and Captain America, and more favorites. You can play this game with your friends as well, with the Alliance system, where you can complete raids together and even take part in weekly Alliance battles. Go into the Alliance wars and earn some cool rewards with your friends. And of course, when it comes to building your teams, team building is really important in this game. So for example, you could combine characters from the same faction for special abilities. So using a team of X-Men or using a team of Avengers. And there's lots of different decisions like that to make while you're building your teams, which keeps everything fresh and dynamic. And yeah, building that carefully balanced team to min-max everything is a huge part of what makes Marvel Strike Force so enjoyable. Now, for October as well, there are some free character giveaways to celebrate the spooky Halloween season. The Undying team is back this time, and you can unlock Zombie Iron Man for free using the promo code Halloween. There'll also be some other Undying characters available, including Zombie Juggernaut, Zombie Scarlet Witch, Hela, and a new character, Zombie Kestrel. So yeah, there you go guys. Again, it's a perfect time to dive in and to try Marvel Strike Force. Grab all those Halloween goodies. Remember that promo code. Use my link either on the QR code or the link in the description as well to install. Thank you once again to Marvel Strike Force for sponsoring this part of the video. And with that, let's dive back into today's topic. By the way, you can find these infographics. I do write, obviously, for hellhades.com. I've made the Raphael infographic as well. And yeah, any champion who has an infographic, there's a button on their champion page. Mostly it's like new fusions, free champions, like Arbiter, stuff like that are getting infographics. Not every champion, just like the key ones. But yeah, I will say he's difficult to rate. It's hard to know, and he's grown on me the more I've used him. I do think he's the weakest of the turtles because he is really all about damage. That's the key thing about Raphael, right? He is glass cannon, but he probably benefits more than almost all the other turtles, with probably the exception of Leonardo. Although Leonardo is weirdly quite good even on his own. Raphael definitely wants to be with other turtles. Let's break it down why, and let's break down how to build him. Let's go. So first up, we will look at his kit. We'll actually start with his passive. So he is all about the Berserk debuff. He gains Berserk whenever any champion dies. It can be on your team, it can be on the enemy team, it doesn't matter. So long as any champion dies, he gets Berserk for 1 turn. And this is the glass cannon aspect. You can see his base stats as well. His base stats are really not defensive at all. He would be super squishy anyway, but Berserk, you deal 50% more damage and you take 50% more. So this makes him incredibly squishy, but gives him very powerful damage output and opens up a bunch of extra effects. One thing that is a problem right now is that obviously Donatello removes debuffs from champions. Donatello's going to keep removing this Berserk. I'll show you what I'll do in a second for the team that I've built, but Plarium has indicated that they might change this for Raphael. So I think the easiest way would to make it a protected debuff. So a debuff which cannot be removed by debuff removal would be very, very strong for him. So hopefully they actually do that. It would make him a lot better, more consistently under Berserk. But yeah, just bear in mind, it can get removed. It also gets stopped by block debuffs. It would be great if it bypassed block debuffs. It gets stopped by Stone Skin, and that's really going to affect how we gear him. We'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, there's things that can stop this from working, and when he doesn't have Berserk, he's nowhere near as good. Decent, but nowhere near as good. What does he do if he's Berserked? Well, he's got the 20% chance of an extra turn, first of all, and then his other moves get stronger as well. And of course, he's got this whole turtle ally attack thing. He's got he's probably the best A1. He's got the best A1 for all the turtles. So that's why he is so strong with the other turtles. His A1 is crazy. We'll actually jump straight to that. Why the heck not? Double hit, block revive if he kills an enemy. This is what makes him, I think, very, very good. Just a block revive machine, because anytime any turtle does any attack, they all join in. So you can be spamming a very hard-hitting block revive move. And yeah, when you have Berserk on, this really does hit hard. And I think that's his biggest selling point. He also gains some turn meter there as well. He gains turn meter on his A2 as well. You could definitely build him slower. We'll talk about that too. You could drop his speed down if you want to. There's lots of spicy things you can do with his build. Now, his A3 is a triple hit, 3-turn cooldown, ignores defense. This is his massive single target nuke. This really hits hard. Again, depending on our gearing, it does two different things. If you don't kill a target, you get Berserk for 2 turns, which cannot be resisted or blocked. That's great. Add that to all of them. Great. So you can have an unblockable Berserk. Very nice. You can also gain Perfect Veil Unkillable if you do kill a target. Which one should you do? You basically always want to kill somebody, right? You're going to gain Berserk anyway if you kill someone. So you're not really doing this just for the Berserk. I guess one of the exceptions might be if, like I said, you've got block debuffs, which would be stopping the Berserk from going on from his passive, though I do hope that they update it. I think there's a decent chance they will. They typically never do go back to these limited edition champions, but I think in his case, they might go back and make his Berserk always unblockable and protected. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Let's cross our fingers. But yeah, big single target nuke. Hopefully you gain Perfect Veil, Unkillable, and Berserk from his passive. This will help him stay alive. Like I said, the Unkillable in particular is massive because he's super squishy. His A2 is his AoE. It ignores shield and block damage if he has Berserk. If he doesn't have Berserk, he does more damage to shield buffs, and he gains turn meter from the critical hit. So simple enough. This is a very useful effect for Arena. There's quite a few very strong shield and very strong block damage champions in the game. Ignoring those buffs, buffs is really, really good. So yeah, there you go. And he's got an attack aura. You actually will use that a decent amount with him. So simple enough. Massive damage. We want to try to get Berserk on us. We want to try kill people. Simple enough. Let's look at then the general stuff here. Let's look at his relics first. I don't have one for him at the moment. His best relic, I think, you can't get it at the moment, but it's the Covetous Passion. So this is going to give you attack, crit damage, bit of defense if you get it high enough level. It's difficult, but worth it for a mythical. Good gem slots. The key here, you gain Shatter at the start of the round, and you can get Shatter whenever you kill an enemy, and the chance for that does go up. Shatter is going to give you additional ignore defense. So this is giving you really good stats, good gems, and there's some very strong circle gems to make you even more powerful. So like you'd be looking over here at Bloodthirsty Prowess. Whenever you kill an enemy, you do more damage. Like it's kind of nuts, right? There's some really, really good stuff. Foe Killer's not bad either. Invigorated, even not too bad as a budget option. Anyway, we won't talk really too much about gems. Yeah, this is incredibly good. He should be killing people. He's a glass cannon, right? If your cannon's not doing a cannon, it's just glass at that point. So this is a perfect synergy for him. Cat's Gaze is also very good. A couple of triangles this time. It gives you flat ignore defense. It's more consistent. So this is much better for PvE. If you do want to use them for clan bosses and stuff like that, obviously the Covetous Passion, he can't kill anything in a clan boss fight. So this will fall off and not be as good. Cat's Gaze is much better for those longer fights, for boss fights. And these are his two best relics. Ignore defense. He's getting some baseline on his A3. It makes his A3 hit massively harder, and it's the biggest damage boost you can give to his A1 and his A2 as well. It will make those hit a good chunk harder as well. So these are ideal. What else are we looking at here? Gore Crescent, good option, and Malefic Talon. So in terms of more accessible ones, Gore Crescent, when you kill an enemy, your next attack does more damage. It's kind of like a weaker version of Covetous Passion, really, but it's always accessible. this is great. Very, very solid. Malefic Talon, this is your super budget crit damage option. So that's good as well. For Arena, you can also consider Wand of Submission. Obviously, the Wand of Submission, you could basically put this on every Arena champion and you'd be fine, right? It's not giving him any stats that he wants. The Circle Gem slots, though, are good, but it's just a chance to reflect crowd control back at the enemies. That's obviously just generally really good. Though he's typically going to be fighting in a more aggressive team, so maybe not quite as important. He doesn't place any debuffs where he could be sheeped and he can reflect it back. But still, well, he berserks himself. He doesn't place any debuffs on an enemy that could be reflected back. Or be polymorphed. But yeah, anyway, it's a good option. But I feel like you'd probably be more so going for damage on him most of the time. What will we touch on next? Let's go over here. For his blessings, pretty simple and straightforward as well. You're going to want Lightning Cage, right? It's going to protect your buffs. He has two really good buffs. Perfect Veil and Unkillable are both really good in Arena. And just wave-based content in general. Just keep him alive. You can protect that Unkillable buff. He won't die, obviously. So yeah, that's your go-to. I do think Soul Reap's not bad if you want to just go all-out damage in Arena. Now, just watch out. If you kill them with Soul Reap, it won't trigger his block revive. It will for some champions, but not for him. So, for example, Aneathway, it will work, but not him. Crushing Ren, then, if you're going for PvE, Heaven Cast would be another option for just some PvE damage. Get buffs, do more damage. Not amazing, but it's okay. Obviously, the best PvE blessing for damage is Crushing Rend, but it needs to be 6-star. It's really 6-star only. I do think if you get him 6-star and you give him Crushing Rend and you give him a Cat's Gaze, he's going to rip apart some bosses. Like, he will hit super hard. But yeah, you just need to watch out for his Berserk getting removed. But it is good. So there you go. And then we come to the gearing. Fairly straightforward, honestly, in the stats. So ideally crit damage gloves, though crit rate is fine if you're early. You definitely want an attack percent chest. For boots, you can go for speed or attack. There's a couple of ways you can go. You can build him low speed and utilize the turn meter boost from his A1 alongside obviously Donatello's turn meter boosts and all of his extra attacks, triggering his A1, giving him turn meter. You can build him quite low speed, like 200 speed, or if you're early game, even lower. You could have him very slow if you wanted to, and really just be using him for his A1. And that could be quite interesting with a spicy build, actually. Oh, do I have any here? I don't have much of it, but Swift Parry would go very well with that. Now, it does give him some speed, but it gives you a chance for Unkillable when hit with a fatal hit. So this could be a thing. You go, okay, I'll build him really slow, but I'll build him with crazy attack and crit damage, and obviously 100% crit rate. Hopefully he procs the Unkillable, stays alive, and he just keeps slamming out A1s from the other turtles, and he'll block revive some people. It's kind of an interesting build. It's a cool one. It's spicy. It's definitely viable. For me, I think I would change this ever so slightly, and this is what I would do. I think his ideal build is actually 6 pieces of Merciless up here. This is going to give you all the beautiful stats. It's going to give you cooldown reduction, which is so good to get back to his A3. And it will give you the most ignore defense it's possible to get. 35%. From obviously any, like the other 4-piece sets, Lethal, for example, is only 25%. You could put on a 2-piece Cruel for another 5%. You could have 30% from your 6 pieces. This is 5% more. All that ignore defense is really good and will start to go crazy when you start to combine the relics with it as well. So 6-piece Merciless, and then you want, unfortunately, did I save a preset? Oh, I didn't. But unfortunately, I just don't have the accessories to pull it off. But you would love to get him into reaction gear. 3 pieces of reaction on the bottom. Chance to turn critical hits into normal hits. With 3 pieces, it's a 75%. If you can get him even into 2, you give him a decent chance to perhaps survive. And that's a pretty big deal, right? To survive to his turn. If he survives to his turn, he can get Perfect Veil Unkillable by killing someone and be good to go. So that would be your ideal thing to do. Obviously, if nobody dies at the start of the fight, he won't have Berserk, so we will be a little bit more survivable until somebody actually dies. So that can help him stay alive a little bit. But yeah, it's a bit tricky. The reason we want to go for this, it is a risky build, but rather than the Lethal Stone Skin, which is viable as well. 4 Lethal, 4 Stone Skin, very viable too. The difference here is that lethal plus stone skin. Let me see who has lethal plus stone skin. Someone has it. Here we go. He has lethal stone skin. It will basically keep him alive for the first turn of the fight, which is nice, but it will stop him getting berserk, which is bad. So that's basically where you're at. I'd rather build him. I think if you're gonna use Raphael, I think you're better to go all out and go for the 6-piece Merciless. Then either try to build a really fast team if you don't have reaction, or preferably build a couple of reaction. You could put someone in with a shield set or a bolster set, preferably, to go with them. You could potentially rely on Donatello's passive to keep him alive as well. You can definitely try some tricks like that to keep him alive and keep him going. But that would be, that's basically the rough gist of it. And yeah, there you go. That's generally what we're looking for. I mean, if we just do a quick, I'm still getting poor old Donatello's masteries. We're still farming them. We can see some stuff in action. We'll do a quick arena fight as well. I'll talk about how to build an arena team for him, where I think he's very, very strong. He'll be decent for faction wars, but you aren't going to have any other turtles in his faction to do ally attacks. But we can see he's going to just be popping around. There's an extra turn off the Berserk. Yeah, he's going to start popping off some turns. It's going to be very, very powerful. And we can see the A1s going in. He's blocked Revive, which is lovely. There we can see that unfortunate combo where Donatello has trolled us and removed his move. But yeah, like my team right here, Donatello is not fully leveled up, but I mean, the 3 turtles are absolutely demolishing Minotaur's stage 15. They're in good gear. Mikey, he's like this. My Donatello at the moment's in 9-piece protection. He's built for PvE and he's got cruelty. I might rebuild him for PvP. I think there's a pretty good chance I will be using the turtles in Siege, especially when I get Leo. But yeah, that gives you a bit of a sense for what's going on. One thing to mention, in terms of where you place the turtles in the team, this is probably... this is a little unclear, shall we say. But probably this order, without Leonardo, is ideal. So Raphael in the lead, you want to get that attack aura. So he does more damage. And because he's in the lead, he will be protected by Donatello. If a big AoE hits your team and it kills Raphael, Michelangelo both at the same time, the person who's further up in the team order will be protected by Donatello. So we want Raphael typically to be near the front. We also want him to be near the front because he's got the best A1. We really want that A1 to hit. So that's a really good place to put it as well. You can put Leonardo in front. That might be probably the more common when you get Leo. Leo might go in front instead. So he can trigger his stone skin and hopefully stay alive. And hopefully Leo wouldn't waste the Donatello passive. And yeah, you'd be relying on the Leo ally protection then, and in combination with Donatello passive to keep him up. Donatello at the back, his A1 is the least important, mostly just for boss fights. Mikey's is fine. The increased attack is really nice, but it's not as essential. Leo's a good one to have in the front as well. He can soften them up. His A1's not crazy strong, so he can soften them up, and then Raph can secure the kill. And that's where the gist. Right, quick arena battle, just to see... let's go just for this team, sure. Classic speed team. Very basic team. I'm using Lazarius instead of Arbiter. We might actually be outsped here. We might be in a little bit of trouble. It could be an interesting test. But yeah, something like this. Lazarius is basically Arbiter, but better. But like Arbiter with Lockout to stop them doing stuff. And then Donatello into a Raphael. Let's give it a quick spin. This is fairly typical for, Michelangelo. Doesn't fit so well into Arena. So you're probably better off bringing some utility unless you're running the full turtle team. So we are faster. So we lock them out. We're going to boost us up. He's going to go in and absolutely delete somebody. And yeah, they're now nicely softened up. And here we're going to see Donatello will go in with his A2, reset us. Actually, no, Lazarius is going real. Lazarius is going to murder everything. Super Arbiter takes down normal Arbiter. Sure, this team will definitely be tankier. It's got a Galathir and an Empress. This could be a little scary. Let's find out. But yeah, we just like turn meter boost, the increase attack. We'll try to lock them out. We've missed one of them. Turn meter boost here. He goes in. He easily gets the kill. And like I said, now he's got the Berserk. He's got the Unkillable. It's important to have Donatello go first. He's gone in with the A1. Unfortunately, he has decreased attack. It got flipped over by the Empress, which is tragic. Who did he attack? Oh, he went for the Galathier, which removed the fear. Again, a little bit tragic right there. A little bit unlucky. He had block buffs on. So not the best showcase this one, but you get the gist. He's going to finish them off with his A1. You want Donatello to use his A3 before Raph goes. I think that's ideal because then you get the cleanse out of the way. He's not going to cleanse off the Berserk. So that would be sort of the key thing right there. I mean, sure, we'll see this is a couple of epics. Viable, simple team, viable. Let's see how we do. They don't have any stone skin. It's definitely an older team. Yeah, all the turn meter boosting. Bam. You can see how hard he's hitting as well. Like, it's a triple hit. He's not even getting the third hit off. Like, he's absolutely deleting people. Let's see. He goes in. One hit of his A1 did 55,000 damage. This is a Raph with no blessing and no relic. Like, his damage potential is massive, and anytime he's hitting anyone, he's blocking revive. Marishka is a bit tougher. But yeah, this is generally what you want to do with Raph. I mean, let me know in the comments, how have you found Raphael? I find he's really fun. A glass cannon is just fun. It's one of the more fun champion designs in the game. It's a laugh. I mean, I get, like, he one-shot her. One hit of the 3, and she's dead. And this should be quite strong against... let's see. Who's he actually going to target? We've been polymorphed, sadly. Donatello, who are you going to go for? You went for the monkey? I think he went for the monkey. We did get a block revive there anyway. Deleted her through petrification. And yeah, we can see Arman's. He's dead. He's not coming back. Raph going in with the A1. 79k. Block revive. Obviously, our team is just generally much stronger than them. You see, we're also not really using his A2 all that much. It's there if we need it, but it's not too crazy. I mean, let's fight the full Barbarian team. I'm curious about this. He's obviously trying out a siege defense. He doesn't have the speed aura, whereas we do. Although, to be fair, I could use this siege aura. This aura in siege. It's an all battles one. Bam. Thor super dead. Freya tried to protect him, but because it's a triple hit, he is... Yeah, again, super dead. Super dead, to put it bluntly. Let's see. Oh, we're going to get... Oh, no, we're going to get stunned. He got weak hit, which is nice. He didn't actually die either. Gets healed up a bit by Donnie. We got an extra turn because he attacked under Berserk. You can see his AoE, not crazy strong. His AoE is not really the selling point. Counterattack coming off. And bam, he's in on her. And the ally attack, and he finishes them off. That was a stronger team. If he'd used the speed aura, we would have been in more trouble, obviously, but he can't in siege. Let's finish off with this one. Reasonably scary, but yeah, you get the gist. He's pretty cool. He's a glass cannon. I mean, I know I'm probably saying he's a glass cannon too much, but he really is a glass cannon. Now, here he will ignore shield if he's not asleep. He will wake up, though. Donatello will wake him up. Never mind, Fabian will wake him up. He's gone in. He's not quite killed him. He got Berserk, but didn't quite kill him. Now we don't have too many shields left. Let's see what this guy's going to do. Never mind. Fabian. Well, oh no. They can break free of the True Fear from Sifi's passive, but she won't break them free from the petrification. Who's Donatello going to go for? The counterattack is pretty legit right there. 61k damage right there. Let me give you that final little niche build here at the end, because you can see how powerful these counterattacks are. Something that's definitely viable. Like, he just hit for almost 90,000 on his A1 there. Again, against this, like, this is a tanky champion. Bam. The AoE is not amazing, but it's more for the utility. Final little niche build you could do, which is, I think, quite fun. Couple of niche things you could do. Where is it? Retaliation is a viable 2-piece set. So if you do like this, where you've got, well, I suppose you need at least 2 merciless accessories, 4 merciless pieces up here, or 3 and 3. If you've got a free 2 slots over here, you could put in retaliation, 15% chance to counterattack. It's very strong. So that's definitely worth potentially considering. Alternatively, if you don't have reaction, but you've got, like, maybe you've got 4 lethal, and you're like, what do? I don't have stone skin. I don't have reaction. An easier one to get, which can be quite strong when it works, is revenge, right? That 5% chance to counterattack when hit. that can be decent on him as well. So you can build in some of those counter-attacking things for sure. You could even, if you wanted, you could remove kill streak and you could give him deterrence. I don't like that, but you could. It's certainly an option. But there you go. There's Raphael. As you can see, I have built him to be fast, but high damage. He'll be really nice when he gets a blessing, when he gets a relic. I'll probably be trying to get him a Gore Crescent for me. But yeah, I'm pretty hyped for Raphael, actually. I found him... He's a good champion. He's solid, but he's also a hell of a lot of fun. And yeah, the big threat is, of course, just huge single target nuke. Lightning Cage unkillable. It's just a pain in the butt to deal with. And then it's the block revive spam, which is very, very dangerous for people to deal with. So there you go. It's Raphael. Hopefully you found it helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.